Perfect. Hello, everybody, and welcome to a vlog, I guess. I decided after watching multiple writing vlogs today that I want to make a writing vlog because I haven't made a writing vlog, probably since Camp Nano of April. Wait, don't eat that. I have a cat on my desk. It is 9 o'clock. The clock just officially turned. It is 9 o'clock, June 8th. Bam! There we go. 9 o'clock, June 8th, a Monday. And I decided I'm going to vlog for the week because what's better than a writing vlog? And I haven't done one in a while, so I figured this might be fun. And maybe doing this vlog will make me accountable and actually make me write because I know myself. So, going over the things that I have been doing today, writing-wise, hasn't been much, honestly. I've been playing video games all day. But yeah, so I have been doing some major brainstorming, plotting, I don't know what you would call it, for Project Dragon. I don't know if any of you watch Abby Emmons, but I do because her videos are very inspiring. And I don't know about you guys, but for some reason, I like to put like writing related videos, writing vlogs, people opening up their books, people talking about self-publishing, stuff like that on in the background while I'm writing because that gets me inspired to write. Listening about other people talk about their writing projects gets me inspired to write. But like if I'm watching the Courtney project just went live with writing sprints, well, it's like she knows that I need to get words down. Anyways, I just feel really inspired watching other people work on their projects. It makes me want to work on my projects. So, Abby Emmons, I will link her channel in the description if you don't know who she is. But she has like way more subscribers than me. So I would hope you would know who she is. But I took notes a long time ago. When I first watched her videos, she has these really in-depth videos about like building character profiles and digging deep and finding your character's desire and fear and making everything in your story matter and outlining your story intensely so you always know what you're going to be writing and you're never lost. I have a cat here in my mouth. Gross. And I have this notebook, this lovely gem of a thing. It has some pretty little flowers all over it. I bought it at Walmart for like $10, and this has pretty much become my like end all be all for writing advice. I have written down so many things like cover size formatting, and then I put like in the corner where my source is that I got it. I have Catty-tastics 3-act 9 block 27 story outline in here. How to outline with a strong opening act. Abby Emmons, my notes that I took from her videos, and then how to outline with an addictive middle act. I have like all of that in here. Here's her character profile. So I'm not going to share the stuff because I'm just going to say go subscribe to her newsletter because she gives you a whole slew of just like free downloadable templates like this. I wrote this down in here, but I also have the template and I'm also signed up to her newsletter. But pretty much she has these internal questions that you ask yourself about your character and that you fill out. So then you figure out what your character's internal conflict is during the book, and then you have external questions that you fill out just to kind of figure out the gist of your character, and then there's questions about like how the internal conflict then messes with like your character's goals in life, and then there's a backstory scene that you're supposed to brainstorm that changed everything that has brought the fear into your character's life that's stopping them from accomplishing their goals. That was a mouthful. So, as you know, if you watched my writing update video, if you didn't watch my writing update video, I'll put it in the cards for you to go watch. I just posted a writing update video as of yesterday. As of yesterday from me filming this clip. When this goes up for you, it's going to be like a week since that video has been up. But I was talking about my struggle with my story, Project Werewolves, and I'm just having a really hard time getting into the head of one of my characters. It wouldn't be as big of a deal if he wasn't a point of view that I'm writing from, and it's really hindering me from figuring out where the plot needs to go. And so I was like, oh, I'll just start filling out the questionnaire. Haha, so funny, Kira. I got to the 3rd question and I stopped filling out the questionnaire for Lucas and completely switched gears and went to Project Dragon and filled out the entire internal and external questions for my main character of Project Dragon. So that's where I am. You can very clearly know what character I know better. Obviously, my Project Dragon character, her name's Emmeline, if I have never said that. Obviously my Project Dragon main character I know better. And also, in asking myself these questions and trying to answer them for Lucas, my brain is internally answering them for my other main character, Avery, in the store, which is the other main point of view. I'm not having a problem writing her. I'm not having a problem figuring out where her plot is going. So why is my brain interjecting things about her for this character profile if I'm not having a problem with this stuff? So that's where I am as of right now. I haven't written anything in Project Werewolves in 2 days. I have written a little over... I've written almost 5,000 words in Project Werewolves since the beginning of June. I'm like 4,000 words away from 50K, and then from then on I only have 20,000 words to go. And then I'm at my goal of 70K, but I don't know if that means I'm going to be at the end of the book, which is becoming my new problem. I don't know if my goal of 70K is going to be me at the end of my book. So there's that. I also have been steadily doing edits on Project Dragon. I guess I did some edits on it on the 6th of this month, but other than that, Project Dragon, I have kind of hit a halt in it, not because I don't want to edit it, because I do. It's more just because I'm trying to make sure I have all of my plot done before I do this entire rewrite. And I figured if I stop at chapter 3, because I'm almost done with chapter 3, if any major plot things need to be changed, it's not like I already went through and rewrote them and then have to rewrite them again. So I've been watching Abby Emmons' videos, and I've been trying to do some deep thinking and asking myself questions. And one of the things that she does, and this clip is going to be very long for the first day, and this vlog is probably going to be a monster, but oh well. One of the things that she says is that when you're writing and your subplots should be side characters. So like a subplot gets brought in because that side character decided to come into the story. You shouldn't have side characters come into the story just for sake of plot. They should be coming into the story because they decided to, which is interesting. So she said it's a good way to write addicting side characters. You don't have to do it for every side character, clearly, but like the main side characters who like come up again and again, you should do it for them because clearly they are someone who is directly affecting your protagonist, and everything in the book obviously revolves around your protagonist. So of course you want your subplots to be affecting your protagonists in some way, because then they're not as interesting, because the protagonist is what the reader is supposed to be caring about, which totally makes sense to me. So I am trying to do that. So far I have 3 people that directly make subplots for the book. I also came up with 2 new scenes. Oh, I didn't write the sticky note for it. I just put it straight in my Scrivener. I came up with 2 new scenes, too, for the book, which bumps new scenes I have to write from 13 to 15. No big deal. The more the merrier, if it means the story is more fleshed out. She has this other thing that she does. She fills out these things called scene cards. I can put, like, a screenshot of what they look like here on the screen. She also has, like, a downloadable template of that, and I downloaded that a long time ago, where it's a way to make sure every scene in your story matters and it's not just like filler and fluff. And I don't want to do it because it's going to take a long time, but my brain is telling me that I need to do it. And so I think I'm going to end up making myself do scene cards every scene in my story. Hi, Archie. And so that's my update for this vlog. That's the beginning of this vlog. Welcome! If you've never been to my channel before, I'm always this much of a mess, so don't be surprised by that. I need to obviously focus more on Project Werewolves, because that's what I told myself I was going to focus on, but instead I'm also getting scene ideas for Project Dragon 2! PD2. So, that's fun. But yeah, Abby Emmons' channel. You should check it out. I haven't read her. She has a book out too called 100 Days of Sunlight. I haven't read it. Only person that I have seen that has read it, I haven't really gone out of my way to try to like read reviews on it or anything, but Katie Wismer. I don't ever remember how to say her channel, and I know I fucked it up in one of my wrap-ups when I was talking about her book, but she got an advanced reader's copy of Abby Emmons' books, and Abby Emmons' book, and she had thoughts about it, so I can put that video in the cards too if you're interested to hear thoughts about Abby Emmons' book. But yeah, that's gonna be it for today because it is now 9:12. And yeah, I will update you tomorrow when hopefully I'm getting more writing done and cleaning around my house, because you always gotta clean, and I feel like it's always dirty in my house. So yeah, this is what I've been dealing with all day too. Do you see this? How is one supposed to write when there's a kitty who's laying all over everything? So, yeah. That's the end of this clip. I will see you guys in the tomorrow. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hello. Again. It is now the next day. It is Tuesday, June 9th. It is 3:23 in the afternoon. Woo! Yesterday when I talked to you guys, I was trying to do an in-depth character profile for one of my main people, Lucas. Today, I have a lot that I want to get done. I have a video I need to record and edit and upload for tomorrow, and I need to write at least 2,000 words in Project Werewolves today because I need to make some progress in that story. Going through and doing this character profile for Lucas yesterday actually helped me. Well, actually no, the character profile didn't help me. I was going through, and for each character, so Lucas, everything for him I'm labeling in green in my notebook, and then everything for Avery is in purple. And so what I did was I wrote down the side characters that are involved with Lucas, and then like why they are coming into his life, because Abby Emmons says that your subplot should be a side character and they shouldn't come in for convenience of the plot. They should come in because they decided to or they want to. So I'm trying to write this in a way where the side character is coming in because they want to, and I'm trying to give them a reason why they came into the story when they did to then make them matter more. And so I have two so far that are written out. The top one I wrote down, and it's not a side character, it's Avery. She's a main character, so I literally like put in here like not really a side character. So ignoring the top part, these two are side characters that are coming in, and writing one of them helped me figure out another scene that would go into Act 1, which then gets me one step closer to finishing Act 1. I need one more scene connecting thing, maybe more. I have a spot for one more. I can always add more when I go back and edit, and I'm trying to remind myself that this is the first draft. This isn't the final draft. This isn't what people are going to be reading, and I've found that that's a problem for me in all of this, is I'm being so meticulous about Project Werewolves and how I'm writing it and how I'm going about it and what scenes are going into it, because I'm so worried about what people are going to think. And while I'm writing scenes, my head is thinking like I do when I read books, and it's like, well, if this happens, then why did this happen and why did that happen? And it's just, I'm automatically finding plot holes in my plot that I am making as I go, and it's driving me nuts. And I don't, like, it keeps on hindering me from finishing this draft, because all I want to do is just go back through and fix the plot holes that I already know are there, when I haven't even finished the first draft yet. So I'm trying to just get myself to finish the first draft, and I need to start just noting down these questions and stuff that I have in my Project Werewolves notebook. So then when I go to read the first draft and do edits, I can address these questions when I'm editing and not right now, because it's slowing down the writing process so much and it's driving me nuts. So my goal today is I have all 4 of like the subplots for Avery. They're the 4 main side characters in like Avery's point of view that continuously come up in the story. Like there are other side characters, like you have Avery's dad and her brother, which I guess you could consider them more like main people because they're going to come up often because she lives with them. But these are the people who they don't live with her and they came in for a reason. So there's that. Lucas is a whole nother ball game. I only have 2 people for him. Well, technically I have 3 people for him. I just haven't written the reasoning for this other person coming into his life, mainly because I'm not entirely sure what this person's reason is for coming into his life. So in turn, doing that, I also came up with another scene for Avery, which I don't need those. So my plan is, on the new blank sheet of this, is I'm going to make timelines for the subplots. I think I'm gonna label them, because technically one of the characters is a side character for both of them because he is the antagonist, and so he is in each of their lives for different reasons, and so his timeline is going to be a lot of their things overlapping, because when he does one thing to one person, it affects the other person without the other person really realizing it, type of thing. And so my plan is to write out their timelines, and when each scene with that person for that subplot happens, so then I can make sure that those things are also happening in the book for then the overall plot to progress, because some of the things in these subplots have to happen for the overall plot to continue, which I'm really happy that my subplots are turning out this way and they're not just these random little things that are thrown in there. Because right now I'm just thinking of, and this isn't like any type of trying to like shit on the book or anything, but the Anti-Virginity Pact has a moment in it. This book is by Katie Wismer. She's a booktuber and an author-tuber here on YouTube. I read an art copy of her book. Her book comes out next week. You should go read it if you like dark contemporary, because that is what it's being marketed as. But there is a point in the book where the subplot, one of the subplots, takes over so much to the point where it feels like you're reading a different book. And that's all I have to say about that, and I don't want that to happen in my book. So, yes, because kind of one of the subplots in the side character, he goes from being a subplot to being like the main plot, because he is the driving force for a lot of these things. I don't know. It's confusing. I'm trying to figure some shit out. I also have been doing this for Project Dragon. I'm going to do timelines for Project Dragon 2, so I can figure out subplots before I continue editing, because I'm trying to, since I'm editing now, I'm trying to lessen the plot holes. I'm first drafting on this one, so I need to not worry so much about the plot holes. I need to finish the draft first. So that is what I'm doing. That's the update for this. I will update you later in the day when I have gotten some things done, hopefully. Made progress on things, because I need to get farther in these books. I need to make progress. Hi, Archie. And here's a cat. So yeah, that's the end of this clip and this update, and I will see you in the next clip, which hopefully will be today.
Here and there, massaging it to get it right. And I was prepared to make changes as needed and not get too attached to anything. But in the process of trying to get it right or deliver my message really well, I'm starting to doubt myself in a lot of ways, where I'm starting to think, what is the point of this?
You're so cute. Hello! Welcome. It is now 7:49. Can you see that? 7:49 in the day, in the night. It's technically not outside. It's very dark outside. As you can see from the clip before, I have actually been getting some writing done. I've only written 500 words today, which is not the goal. I want to write 2,000 words today, which, I mean, honestly, hitting 2,000 words used to be like this lofty goal to me, but now it's honestly really easy for me to hit it, which is awesome because I am behind. I don't know if I'm behind or not. I haven't been keeping track of how many words a day that I need to write. According to Scrivener, I need to write 1,000 words a day to be able to hit 7,000 words in this book. I got a little caught up in plotting things out in the second act when I'm still trying to finish Act 1. So that was a little annoying because I was very much distracted by that. But I have gotten some timeline things done. So I figured out some more things with Avery's point of view because that girl just has a lot of shit going on in her life. And then I wrote out the timeline for my antagonist of everything that he does that then affects which one of the main characters, and I put it in like, can you see the color change without being able to read my handwriting? So green is Lucas and the purple is Avery, and so in the green this would be every time a decision that this character makes affects him, and purple would be every time a decision this character makes affects her. And then I have these 2 sticky notes down here, and then I have 4 sticky notes back here of things that he is going to do, but they happen a little bit later in the story, and there's some of a gap between there where I'm not quite sure more like what decisions he's going to make in that time frame. And so I put these ones on sticky notes so I can move them around if needed, and then I was going to write them in concretely. And now I am doing the timeline for another character, which isn't nearly as prolific as this other character in the book, and so I don't think their timeline's going to take up more than 1 page, but this is kind of really eye-opening for me, bringing each character in, because it's helping me make sure that I don't have side characters that just like drop off into the face of the earth and never come back. And it's also helping me make sure that I'm keeping up with my subplots, because that's a problem that I have sometimes that I've noticed in reading past work of mine and like rereading Project Dragon and stuff, is I will like start a subplot at like the beginning of the book, and then like multiple chapters will go by, and then it will be brought back up a little bit, and like multiple chapters will go by, and then it either will be wrapped up but not enough, or it just is never brought up again, and you're like, okay, but like what? And so this is me trying to make sure that all of those loose ends will be wrapped up. I'm being very thorough about it for this being the first draft, and I don't know why my brain is making me do this, but it's making me do it. But I mean, either way, this will be nice for when I go back and edit it, because then I'll know like what one's which. There's only 2 characters that I think, okay, there's 3 side characters that overlap between the 2 of them. There's only 2 that are really like, their decisions really will affect the both of them, which those timelines will obviously be longer because they'll have to be in both points of views happening. But then some of these characters are specifically only to like one character's point of view, and doesn't matter to the other character that this stuff is happening because it's not something that's affecting them, type of thing. So it's nice that I'm color coding stuff, because if I was just writing this all in like pen, I would be way more confused, and then I would be upset. So I have gotten some plotting down. I wanted to be able to write the timeline out for all of these characters. I don't know if I'm going to specifically be able to get that done. I think my goal is going to be try to get at least the timelines for one of the characters for one of the points of views written out, if that makes sense. I did record my video for today, so I do need to edit that still. And it's 7:54. Woo! I might be up for a bit tonight. Not the end of the world. It has happened before. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I've written 5,000 words. I am 46,905 words into Project Werewolves. And I still have many more words to go. I have Milo sleeping in a cat bed on my desk because he was trying to curl up in my chair and it wasn't working. So I got a cat bed to compromise. But yeah, that is this update for the rest of today. I will probably try to update again in like 2 hours, but if I don't, I will see you guys tomorrow. Howdy! One last update before the night is over. More like before Colby gets home. It is 9:37. I've written another like 200 words in Project Werewolves. But I did get my video edited and uploaded, and I made my thumbnail, and I put all the links in the description. So watch my review of Pizzle Daisy for me, please. I'll put it in the cards. But yeah, that's where this night has been going. I haven't gotten any other new stuff done. I thought that the editing for the video was going to go a lot faster than it did, and then I spent an hour on it. So that was a whole hour I didn't spend on writing. So it is now really late at night, and I'm probably going to spend the rest of the night writing out my timelines to get the rest of my subplots in, and trying to at least get to 1,000 words. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to 2,000 words today, just because my brain is so jumbled right now, and it's just not letting me write. So that is where we're at, and yeah, I'll probably see you tomorrow. Ugh. Hello, welcome to the next clip of this vlog. It is 4:43, June 11th. It is now Thursday. Patches, what are you doing? And I thought, what better time to update this vlog than when I have 3 cats on my desk, because I'm not getting any writing done right now. Today, so far, I have written 610 words according to Scrivener, but I've actually written more than that because I'm currently working on rewriting a scene in Project Werewolves now. I am finally beginning to work my way into Act 2. Patches! That's Pop! You can't stick your hand in there. I am at 48,217 words in this draft, and so I think my goal today is going to be to try to get to 50k, which is going to be a little harder than normal if I'm going to be rewriting a lot of scenes, but I'm really excited about it because if I get to 50k, then I only have 20,000 more words to go to get to my word goal. Still have a lot more scenes to write and rewrite, but I'm just one step closer, which means I'm one step closer to finishing this book. And a thing I've been doing while as I've been finishing scenes in chapters, I've been moving those scenes over to a Word doc where I have been formatting the book as I finish chapters. Don't eat my origami. Oh my gosh, this is turning into a mess. So I've been moving scenes over to a Word doc that I have pre-formatted, so then when I finish the book I will have so then when I finish the book, I will have a formatted Word doc of the second draft of Project Werewolves that I can then upload to Barnes & Noble Press and get a physical copy like Project Dragon that will then sit on my shelf or sit on my desk for 2 months until I can read it and start edits, which is exciting. It is almost 100 pages already, and I haven't even, there's still so much more going into it. Doing 2 point of views really ups the amount of chapters that you have in a book, and for some reason that didn't really click in my mind until now. I am at 15 chapters, and Project Dragon only has 21 chapters. It's only 1 point of view, so I guess if you just double that amount of chapters, that's probably about how much I'm gonna have for this book. So yeah, I can show you my formatting quick. It's I do super simple formatting. I learned this from Vivian Reese. I learned this from Vivian Reese. I can put her video in the description box below on how to do really simple formatting, and I took a lot of notes and stuff. And it's also been a lot of like trial and error myself, figuring out things, just because it gets really finicky at a certain point. Oh, my hair's really trying to defy gravity there, isn't it? It gets really finicky at a certain point when you're doing formatting. Like, you'll start losing your numbers at the bottom and your Your stuff will get all weird and all over the place. You'll have pages where like a whole paragraph will just start on the other page, and half of the other page there'll be blank pages. It gets weird, but so far this is what I have. So I'm gonna try to do a kind of far away view so you can't read what is on there. So I just have like a title page that says Project Werewolves, and then I did a number 1 in big letters, and then underneath I did the name of the character. Because I've seen in a lot of books where they'll name the beginning of the chapter, just the character's name, but they won't give it a chapter number, and people get confused when they're trying to like navigate on like their Kindle books and stuff because they don't know what chapter number it is because they're all just the character's name. So my plan is to do, if I do self-publish this, chapter numbers and then the character's name underneath it, so you know what chapter you're on, but you also know what point of view you're reading from, and then it just carries into Avery and then Lucas. And then when you do it like this, I did these preset in the heading bar up here, and then this one is heading 2, and then this is just my normal text that I have it preset as. And then when you do that, you get this nice little outline thing over here where it says like chapter 16 Lucas, chapter 17 Avery, and then I can click on like chapter 11 and it'll take you straight to that chapter in said document. And then this is the actual like page size. I just have it formatted in here under document if it loads, and I just have it set as, I think it's set as a 5 by, yeah, it's 5.5 by 8.25 inches. That's the size that the paper is set at. But if somebody wanted it, I could do, it takes some finicking around, but I could do a video where I kind of walk you through how I format my books. Obviously not with my actual work in it, because I don't want anybody to read it, because this is all first draft material. But if that's something that you're interested in, I would be happy to do that. Hello, everybody. It is now 8:20 in the afternoon at night. It's really late now. It's been like 4 hours since I updated you guys, and I have some good news. Does anybody who watches me watch Futurama, the professor? Good news, everybody. Anyways, moving on. I have finally, that was loud, I banged my watch against my desk, but I have finally finished Act 1 of Project Werewolves. Oh my god. I have never spent so long in one act, let alone Act 1, in my life. I swear I have been working on Act 1 of this book for like a month. It has taken me so long to figure it out, and I've figured it out, and I've finally moved into Act 2. Thank God I already have some things in Act 2 written, so hopefully most of what I need to write in Act 2 is Lucas's point of view and not Avery's point of view. So I have to do a lot more revising for Avery's point of view because things have changed. But a new thing that I decided to check out because I think it's funny. I think it's funny? I don't know if I think it's funny. I just think it's interesting. So I decided that what I was going to do is I was going to keep track of, for this second draft, first draft, whatever the fuck this is, how many words are in each act. And Act 1 is 26,899 words long. And right now, my story has 48,497 words in it. So that means Act 1 is like half of this book right now. Holy shit. Okay, so but now that I have finished Act 1, it means I get to move on to Act 2, and hopefully that means that I can streamline the process of writing this book and finish it by the end of this month like I want to. I have been so stuck in Act 1 that I was convinced that I was never going to finish this fucking book. And then I was going to be stuck writing it forever, and I didn't want that. But after lots of random plotting, in writing, I've done it. You guys, I figured it out. So what I had to do to figure it out was, first I made a character profile for both of my, well, not both of them. I made a character profile for Lucas, and then I started a character profile for Avery, and I didn't finish it because I don't have a problem with I don't have a problem with Avery. Lucas is the one I have a problem with. And then I did my side characters slash subplots for Lucas. And then I did my side characters and subplots for Avery. And then I did a timeline. And then I did a timeline for one of my characters, for one of the side characters for Avery and Lucas, which goes on to 2 pages. And then I did another timeline for another character for Avery, and then I did another timeline for another character. And then I went through and wrote out the pack hierarchy and how things work in my pack, in this wolf pack, and this werewolf pack. I don't know how to word this, apparently, but I figured out the hierarchy system, how it would work for me, how I want it to work, type of thing. And now I already had the break into 2 written for Avery, but I had to go back through and really revise it. I should have kept track of what the word count was of it before I revised it to see if I added anything to it, but I did a lot of rewriting in it, and I had to switch things and change things around. And so I did that, and then now I need to write the break into 2 for Lucas. And then I'm officially in Act 2. I'm officially broken into Act 2. Oh my god, took so much freaking plotting to get to this point. I didn't think I was ever gonna get here, guys. But we're here, and I have written 890 words today. I need to write another, 1,500 words to hit 50K in this book, which should be doable in one go, because I need to write this break into 2, and it's going to be fairly long with everything that has to happen in it, so I should be able to hit it just writing this break into 2, and then from then on, it's just extra words that I write for the day, which would be awesome! So, that's exciting! That's my update for this vlog for today, for Thursday. I might update you again in about an hour and a half before Colby comes home from work to give you progress on where I am, but if not, I will definitely update you tomorrow. Okay, hello everybody. Last update for the day. It is now 9:58 at night. It's been about an hour and a half since I last updated you. I have successfully written 1,245 words in that time period, which is pretty good for me because I seem to have a slower typing speed when I'm trying to make my brain work. But that means I have officially written 2,000 words for the day, which was my goal. I plan on continuing because I have less than 400 words to go until I hit 50K, which will be another strike off of my weekly goals. Completing Act 1 was one of my weekly goals. Hitting 50K in this book is another weekly goal. Hitting 2K for the day is a daily goal. What else do I have? I don't have anything else writing related. Put it in there as a weekly goal, so that would be awesome. If I can hit 50K tonight, I don't even think I'm close to finishing this scene yet. Hi, Archie. It's become a really long, beefy thing, it's good because it's the break into 2. It's when Lucas's world turns upside down. The break into 2, if you haven't read Save the Cat, it's supposed to be like going from Act 1 to Act 2. It's supposed to be a clear, world change, a clear shift in the character's world and what is normal for them, and this will be a very clear shift in Lucas's world and from what's normal for him, so it's fun. I enjoy writing it. I enjoy writing Avery's too because hers was a very clear shift into from what she thought was normal. So I think that my break into 2, or I think technically you could probably also say maybe it's not the inciting incident because that's the catalyst. I don't know. In either way, once I finish this, I will officially be into Act 2 and I will have just a lot of drafting and rewriting to do until I get to a point where I need to plan out more scenes in more detail to continue writing, which is awesome. I can get to about, I would say, the midpoint to the beginning of Bad Guys Close-In before I will have to figure out more scenes, but I'm thinking that it shouldn't be too hard to figure out those scenes because I will have written so much stuff and developed so much stuff since then that it should come natural, hopefully. I keep banging my watch against my desk and that's not good. It's not good to bang your watch against the desk. But I have quite a lot of scenes in the fun and games, which is a good thing because it is one of the biggest beats in said book, so it needs to be beefy. It's the fun and games, and I'm looking forward to be able to move on to that point and to be able to move on to then Act 3 and to be done writing this book. So yeah, that's the end of the update for today. Okay, let's see if we can get this clip recorded before my camera dies. Hello, welcome to the next day. It is 2:45, June 12th. It's a Friday. And I told you all that I would update you on if I wrote more last night. I did. I have officially hit 50,000 words in Project Werewolves. I'm at 50,589 words. I wrote almost 3,000 words yesterday. Yeah, I wrote 2,948 words yesterday in Project Werewolves. I think I've officially gotten over the hump that has been taking me so long to get over. I have a lot of scenes I need to rewrite in Avery's point of view now, Chapter 2, to make them fit with everything that's happened in Chapter 1 so far. So I think that's going to be my main goal today, which shouldn't be too hard. For some reason, rewriting scenes goes way faster for me than writing scenes straight off the bat, and I think it's because rewriting straight scenes, it already has the structure there and already has the bare bones of what I wanted to get. I just need to add in the extra stuff. So I did rewrite one of Avery's scenes last night, and then I was like, I am pooped. But yeah, I've officially hit 50,000 words. I think I am well on my way to be able to actually finish this book now that I'm in Act 2. It was starting to become very daunting. Hello, everybody, and welcome. It is now 9:35, and here we are. My camera died on me in the middle of me filming my clip at like 2 in the afternoon today, and then I plugged my camera in and just left it there until now. So I apologize. What have I been doing today? I spent like 4 hours editing this vlog. That's what I spent most of my day doing. After my boyfriend came home for lunch, I then made myself stop editing the vlog because every time I was like, okay, after I'm done with this clip, you need to start writing. After I'm done with this clip, you need to start writing. And then I would just keep moving on to the next clip. So I made myself stop because I would have spent the entire day editing it. So here we are. I have written a little over 1,000 words in my book. I want to write 2K words, so I still have another 1,000 words to go, which honestly shouldn't be that bad. I have rewrote 2 scenes so far, and I am currently drafting a new scene, and then these all are 1 chapter. So yeah. The new scene is, I'm almost done with it. It's at like 600 words. It's not a crazy big scene, but it is there and I need to write it. So yeah, that's where I'm at for the day. I didn't want to get it done because I know I'm not going to get it done, but I wanted to start an updated chapter by chapter outline of Project Dragon because my old chapter by chapter outline is not relevant anymore. My old chapter by chapter outline goes with the 30 chapters or whatever there are in the book that there were in the book, but now there's only 21 chapters. So I want to go through, and I don't know how detailed I plan on making it. I think I'm just gonna kind of do like a bullet point of like each scene and do like a general summary of what happens in each scene within the chapter, so that I can have that to reference when I am editing it. Yeah, it is late and I've gotten 2 things checked off my to-do list out of 5. One of them wasn't even writing related. It was to wash my bed sheets. So there's that. But in other news, I decided after seeing Keelan Rivers' thing pop up in my recommended like all week, she is doing another live stream for an attempt to write 10K words in a day tomorrow. So I think I'm gonna try to write 10K words in a day tomorrow, which is gonna be a stretch. As far as I know, in my history of keeping track of my word counts, I've never written 10K in a day. I think the most I've written in a day is like 6,000 words. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I can write 10K in the day. It'd be a stretch to say that I'd be able to finish the story because there's a lot of missing pieces, but also a lot of pieces that are already written. I just need to brush over them quickly and make sure all of the stuff lines up with how the first act goes now. And then I have a lot of scenes that I need to draft. So I think I should be able to get to 10K. It's more mentally, is my brain going to be able to handle me getting to 10K? I think if I simultaneously worked on Project Werewolves and worked on Project Dragon and started up editing again, I could probably hit 10K if I did like 5K in one book and 5K in the other book, but we'll see. Okay. Hello vlog. It is 8:58 on June 13th. Yesterday, I talked about doing 10K in a day. I am currently in the middle of 10K in a day. We're close to the end. This is gonna be the wrap up to this vlog. This is gonna be the end of the vlog because I need to edit the rest of this so I can go up tomorrow. But so far, I'll just give you a sneak peek because I'm recording a video for 10K in the day. But so far, this is how good I'm doing. So I think we're gonna get that sticker. But anyways, yeah, that's the end of this vlog. I hope you enjoyed. I don't really know how entertaining it was. I like doing the vlogs. They're a pain to edit, but if you like it when I do vlogs, please give this video a thumbs up and tell me in the comments below, and I will continue doing vlogs. If you have ever attempted to write 10K words in a day, please tell me also in the comments. I would love to know. This is the first time that I have ever been attempting it, and I am curious how many other people have attempted it and won. I know that some people bust out 10K in a day like it's nothing, but it's a struggle for me. Anyways, that's the end of this video. That's the end of this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. If you like seeing my face and want to see more of my videos, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you can get notified every time I post new videos. I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye!